How's it going, everyone? Be up front. I have not participated in a bug bounty before. I'm not quite at that skill level yet, but I do still want to talk about it. So that's what this video is about. Here we go. A bug bounty program is a deal between an organization and independent security researchers. The organization invites people to find vulnerabilities in its systems, and in return, it offers rewards, sometimes hundreds, sometimes thousands, and in rare cases, even millions of dollars, depending on the severity of the issue. These vulnerabilities can exist anywhere: websites, mobile apps, APIs, cloud infrastructure, or even hardware. Instead of waiting for malicious hackers to find and exploit weaknesses, companies proactively invite ethical hackers to find them first. In the early days of the internet, if you discovered a vulnerability and reported it, there was no guarantee you'd be rewarded or even thanked. In some cases, researchers were ignored or threatened with legal action. Over time, organizations realized that this approach discouraged responsible disclosure and left them more vulnerable. One of the earliest well-known bug bounty programs was launched by Netscape in the 1990s. Since then, the model has evolved dramatically. Today, major companies like Google, Microsoft, Apple, Meta, and many others run highly structured programs that attract thousands of researchers worldwide. There are there are also platforms like HackerOne and Bugcrowd that act as intermediaries. They connect companies with researchers, manage submissions, and help coordinate the disclosure process. These platforms have made bug bounty hunting more accessible and standardized. Every bug bounty program defines what systems are in scope and what types of testing are allowed. Ethical hacking is only legal when it's authorized. Testing outside the defined scope can lead to serious legal consequences. Once a researcher reviews the scope, they begin testing. This process involves a combination of automated tools and manual techniques. Tools might scan for common vulnerabilities, but the real value often comes from creativity and persistence. Researchers look for a wide range of issues. Some of the most common include cross site scripting, SQL injection, authentication bypasses, misconfigured cloud storage, and insecure APIs. Each of these vulnerabilities can have serious consequences, from data leaks to full system compromise. When a researcher finds a potential vulnerability, the next step is validation. They need to confirm that the issue is real, uh, re- uh, reproducible, and impactful. A vague or incomplete report is unlikely to be rewarded. After validation comes responsible disclosure. After validation comes responsible disclosure. Shoot. The researcher submits a detailed report to the company or platform. This report typically includes a description of the vulnerability, steps to reproduce it, the potential impact, and sometimes even a proof of concept exploit. The company then reviews the submission. If the vulnerability is valid and within scope, it gets triaged and prioritized. Critical issues are addressed quickly, while lower severity issues may take longer. Then the reward is determined. This is where bug bounty programs can vary widely. Some programs offer fixed rewards based on severity levels, while others have more flexible payouts. For example, a low severity issue might earn $50 to $200, while a critical remote code execution vulnerability could be worth tens of thousands of dollars or more. Some companies also offer bonuses for particularly or for particularly bonuses for particular creative or impactful findings. Shoot. For many researchers, bug bounty hunting is about recognition and skill development. Successful reports often earn public acknowledgement on a company's Hall of Fame, which can be valuable for building a reputation in the cybersecurity community. There's also a strong learning component. Bug bounty hunting forces you to think like an attacker while staying within ethical boundaries. It requires deep knowledge of systems, protocols, and security principles, as well as the ability to adapt to new technologies. Bug bounty hunting is not an easy way to make quick money. It can be highly competitive, time consuming, and sometimes frustrating. Many researchers spend hours or even days without finding anything significant. Success in bug bounty hunting often comes down to persistence and specialization. Some researchers focus on specific types of vulnerabilities, like web application bugs or mobile security. Others specialize in particular platforms or technologies. Another important aspect is understanding methodology. Random testing rarely produces results. Effective researchers follow structured approaches, such as mapping out an application, identifying entry points, analyzing data flows, and systematically testing each component. Reconnaissance is a huge part of the process. This involves gathering as much information as possible about the target. Subdomains, endpoints, technologies used, and historical data can all provide valuable clues. Tools can help identify low hanging fruit, but deeper vulnerabilities often require manual analysis and creative thinking. There, there are also rules that every bug bounty hunter must follow. These are usually outlined in the program's policy. Common rules include avoiding actions that could harm users, not accessing or modifying sensitive data unnecessarily, and not disrupting services. Violating these rules can lead to disqualification from the program or even legal consequences. Ethical hacking depends on trust, and maintaining that trust is essential. Bug bounty programs differ from traditional penetration testing. In a penetration test, a company hires a specific team to assess its security over a defined period. In contrast, bug bounty programs are ongoing and open to a global community of researchers. This means bug bounty programs benefit from diverse perspectives. Thousands of researchers with different skills and backgrounds can test the same system, increasing the chances of finding unique vulnerabilities. Excuse me. There have been some remarkable success stories in the bug bounty world. Individual researchers have earned hundreds of thousands of dollars by consistently finding high impact vulnerabilities. In some cases, a single critical bug has resulted in payouts exceeding $1 million. At the same time, companies have significantly improved their security posture by leveraging these programs. Many major vulnerabilities have been discovered and fixed before they could be exploited by malicious actors. Bug bounty programs also play a role in shaping the broader cybersecurity ecosystem. They encourage responsible disclosure, foster collaboration between researchers and organizations, and create incentives for improving security. For beginners, getting started can feel overwhelming. There's a lot to learn, and the competition can be intimidating, but there are clear steps that can help. Build a strong foundation in web technologies. Understand how the internet works. HTTP, DNS, cookies, authentication mechanisms are essential. Learn about common vulnerabilities. Resources like the OWASP Top 10 provide a great starting point. These categories cover some of the most critical and frequently encountered security issues. Practice in safe environments. There are intentionally vulnerable applications and training platforms designed specifically for learning. These allow you to experiment without legal risks. Start small. Look for beginner friendly bug bounty programs or targets with less competition. Focus on learning and improving rather than chasing big payouts right away. Document everything. Keeping detailed notes on your process, findings, and techniques will help you improve over time. Another key skill is writing clear and effective reports. Even if you find a valid vulnerability, a poorly written report can reduce your chances of receiving a reward. Communication is just as important as technical skill. It's also worth mentioning that bug bounty hunting can be done as a side activity or a full time career. Some people treat it as a hobby, while others turn it into a primary source of income. As cybersecurity continues to evolve, bug bounty programs are likely to become even more important. With the growing complexity of systems and the increasing number of potential attack surfaces, organizations need scalable ways to identify and fix vulnerabilities. Bug bounty programs harness the collective intelligence of the global security community and turn into a powerful defensive tool. At the same time, they offer a unique opportunity for individuals to learn, contribute, and potentially earn money, all while helping make the digital world safer. Bug bounty hunting is about curiosity, persistence, and responsibility. It's about looking at systems not just for what they do, but for how they can fail and using that knowledge to make them stronger. And for those willing to put in the time and effort, it can be one of the most rewarding paths in cybersecurity. Thank you for watching, and remember, Floppy Tech loves you.